one factor we haven't spoken about, and that's the organic growth of demand that Brisbane is experiencing in markets and submarkets that are different from that first home buyer, from that typical migration style of demand. Now, what we're seeing now is the development, the need perhaps, certainly the desire for Brisbane to embrace a different type of apartment living, and that's more of the executive style, the larger apartment, and that's a part of the market that's certainly continued to thrive despite all the outside conversation about too many units and the nature of supply in Brisbane. And areas such as Newstead have created living environments that have a different flavour and a different characteristic from those particularly at the south, the new development to the south of the city. And I think this is now something that's accelerating in terms of momentum for lifestyle choices that locals are looking for, that apartment lifestyle. And this is something we see worldwide. It's something we're seeing Australia-wide now. It's not just affordability, it's not just amenity that's driving demand for apartments as it typically has been. It's more cost effective, it's closer to public transport, so I'm going to buy a unit. No, it's about, I want to live in a unit. I want the lifestyle of a unit. I want the sense of community that units can offer me. I want to be in an environment which is providing me with infrastructure and amenity, right? Like a one-stop shop neighbourhood, but it's in a building, right? And this is the type of development we're seeing, the type of, force we're seeing create demand from different areas, from different buyer types in Melbourne, Sydney, and of course now Brisbane. And we're seeing empty nesters, those who want to downsize, from the big home into something closer to the city, but in a modern environment, a managed environment. We're seeing families starting to embrace apartment living. But of course, it's also the sense of a quality living environment from those perhaps professionals that want something different from the traditional detached standalone dwelling, and something more of a cosmopolitan flavour to it. And I think that's what we've seen, particularly areas such as Newstead are providing this, and demand, it will only rise because there's only been really a narrow provision of supply along those particular lines.